I'd like to thank Brenda Kupchik for hosting us today. Brenda's done an amazing job with this town, turning it around and giving people faith in government once again. So congratulations, Brenda. So sadly, there's a lot of people across Connecticut that have lost faith in government. And it's easy to understand why. Just last Friday, a report came out in West Haven that showed over 80% of the money that was supposed to help people struggling with COVID was wasted by elected officials on things like casino chips and marching bands. And today, the mayor of West Haven still hasn't resigned, and there's been absolutely no consequences to her actions. The culture of any organization starts right at the top. Governor Lamont's own administration is under an FBI investigation for corruption around the awarding of school contracts. Think about that for a minute. The administration of the Governor of Connecticut, the FBI has called a grand jury investigation of his administration around fraud related to construction contracts. There are multiple allegations of racial and gender discrimination that the state's Attorney General William Tong refuses to investigate. He'd prefer to look the other way. During the height of COVID, the state of Connecticut awarded a $26 billion, no bid, taxpayer-funded contract to a company called Semaphore that was owned by the governor's own wife. It's possible to change that, and the town of Fairfield is a perfect example of when voters and taxpayers take over, you can change it. When senior town officials in Fairfield knowingly dumped landfill laced with PCBs into playgrounds and other public areas, you know what happened? The voters of Fairfield voted them out of office. They did exactly what they should have done. We've had an explosion of crime in our state over the last several years. It's time for that to stop. It's time to support law enforcement, and it's time to make our communities safer again. And I'm proud, I couldn't be prouder, to announce that that person, the next lieutenant governor for the state of Connecticut, will be State Rep and Deputy Republican Leader of the House, Laura Devlin. Like me, Laura's an outsider. She found her way to politics wanting to put her professional skills to work to make a difference where her and her family lived.
And I'm running for Lieutenant Governor with Bob Stefanowski because we need a team leading our state that will listen to the people, that will not be afraid to take action, and that will demand accountability. You know, I hear it every day. People are struggling, and state government can and should do more. The seniors on fixed incomes are struggling to pay their bills and fill their cars with gas. Small business owners are struggling to find employees. They're facing higher taxes and more barriers to growth. And moms and dads balancing checkbooks are struggling to put food on the table and keep their kids safe. And too often, the response from the one party running our state government is to ignore the problems that are staring us right in the face. The people of our state deserve better than what they're getting. We need a strong voice to stand up for the people of Connecticut and restore trust and transparency. And that's why I am proud to be running with Bob. We both know how important that is. We both come from hardworking families who instilled in us the value of a dollar and the importance of hard work. We both believe that state government can and should do more to make every dollar stretch further, the same way families and small businesses do. And we know state government needs to be more honest and accountable to the people who pay the bills. Bob and I know there are things that we can do to make a difference. And if we can't keep our communities safe, how do we expect them to thrive? Connecticut is the greatest state in the nation. We have the best people, the most innovative entrepreneurs, the brightest students, and endless opportunity for a bright future. Our elected leaders must do more to help realize that bright future. And I am honored to have the opportunity to help make that difference. Thank you.
So thank you all for coming.